Welcome to Kbands Live 124. We're going to rock all chest and triceps today, so let's get into the workout breakdown for the first superset. First, we're going to be working an incline fusion cable fly, as well as a push-up to max. We're going to be working in supersets now, but you're going to just mirror my exercise tempo, follow my restorations, and you'll have nothing to worry about. We'll also have some silent portions here where you turn on some music, enjoy the workout. So first, you're going to begin with the fusion cable fly, working on the lower mounts. You're going to be bringing your hands in a neutral position, squeezing your chest out front. Great for bringing a little bit of blood flow to the area. And we're going to be following that with the push-up here. Keep your pace as we move through, and the intensity level will slowly climb as the workout continues. Notice the elbow position here as we work even with the chest. As we rotate now, you're going to be mirroring my exercise tempo just as I said. So we're going to be supersetting here, now moving into the push-up. When you get in a push-up position, you will be working with your hands to drive chest contraction. If you have a little bit of wrist pain when you're in a neutral hand position, be sure to open your grip just a little bit and pull your elbows into your side. It's a little trick that's going to get you a long ways in developing your chest. I, for a long time, didn't really get much muscle definition in my chest because I didn't really know how to complete the push-up in a way that would flex my chest muscles properly. So remember, elbows down, hands even with your chest. Don't put them up high by your shoulders. As you rotate now, you're going to try to take as little as break as possible. We're going to be moving about 15 to 20 second rest periods in between this superset, and then each set you're going to be doing anywhere between 15 and 20 repetitions. Always work out to failure. That is the key. If you're failing at more like 10 to 12 repetitions, that's okay. Just make sure that you're pushing the pace. If you're failing at closer to 20 or 30 repetitions on the flies, be sure that you add a little bit more resistance. Notice we're using the fusion cables 1 and 2 levels stacked up on the bottom so that we're keeping that same angle, but yet we're also going to be failing around that 15-16 rep range here. Good luck with the first part of the workout. I'll come back and kind of break down the next exercise format for you as we get moving. As I'm sure you've noticed, these last sets are going to be really taking you over the top. Push yourself through the entire phase here and really reach failure. You're going to have an extended break coming up of about 2 to 3 minutes as you set everything up. We're going to pull the bench out of the way and gives ourselves just a little bit more space so that we can set up the next exercise. Remember now, the fusion cables have 3 levels of mounts that you can actually do cross cables from at any position. So mix and match up to 5 levels of resistance up and down the mounts to maximize your results. I'll tell you, the fusion cables has been one of my favorite products I've ever created because you can get anything done at home that you'd be using in a gym. You can set up different levels. You can pull across from a central location, really getting great chest and back activation no matter what exercise you try to do. Just mix and match. Here we're going to go with the level 5, 4, and 3 stacking up on the fusion cable mounts here so that we can complete a cross press. You're going to want a little bit more weight. If you're not quite as advanced as us, you can go with a simple middle level mount, but if you're getting stronger, you want to put a middle and a lower, and then even an upper can really get you to a great weight range to max out your muscle groups. During these sets, we're going to be going for about 12 to 15 repetitions before we hit our failure point. So keep your pace, cross your arm, and work towards failure. But we'll get into the exercise as we get closer to the completion of the setup. Enjoy your break and get everything set up, and we'll get started with the workout breakdown here in a sec. All right, whichever cables that you have chosen to clip onto your handle, you're now going to move out a little bit from the wall so that you got great tension from the get-go. Load your elbow now and keep your hand in front of your body. It's just a simple cross press that you're going to feel a lot in your chest. A lot of times after you do those full range of motion movements like the fly and the push-up, if you can take an isolation exercise and follow it, you're going to really take it over the top in a nice burn. So keep your pace a little bit quicker here. It's not a full range of motion exercise. It's a cross press with a slight contraction across the body. Don't have your elbow too high and don't have your elbow too low. We don't want to be down around our belly button. We want to keep that running right across our nipples so that we can flex our chest and get some good muscle activation. Flip back and forth, right to left hand, and then take a slight little break. Keep your pace as we move through this part of the exercise. All right, looks like our rest period is going to be breaking down a little bit. We're going to get set up for this next exercise. Keep the fusion cables how you have them set up. We're going to be doing a center press, which is going to be an upper level exercise with a lot of resistance. So if you had to drop down a little bit of the weight for the cross press, we want to load that weight back up for this. You're going to need weight strong enough to where you need a split stance position to maintain your balance. Some people keep their feet together and it's like their chest is always coming back. So split your feet, get some good leverage, and keep a good flat back. Don't arch your back. And now you're going to be pressing. Notice the range of motion might be a little bit short here because those bands get really tight. But during these specific exercises, we're really going to look to get a lot of strength here. So we want it to be heavy, walk off the wall, load your muscles, and then we're going to follow it up quickly with the plunge exercise. Now this is going to be a modification. We're not that advanced to where we can pull our feet off the ground, although we've been trying for quite some time. The modification though, you're going to open up your grip so that you can slide your hands over without having an awful lot of wrist pressure. At this angle, you may not be able to completely tell, but you're letting your hands drop down by your belly button or your waist. And if you keep your chest tight and your abs tight, you'll feel a really big contraction through your chest. Rather than doing a deep hold or static hold for our chest during a push-up, this exercise kind of really overloads the top side of your chest. I promise you, you will feel it, and if you're not feeling it in the right places, listen again as I went through that. You want to pull the elbows in, have the hands down with an open grip towards your sides, and squeeze your chest. After you complete your superset now, you're going to take just a slight break. We talk a little bit, but you can walk around the room, swing your arms around, and then you're going to jump right back into the exercise. So here we've got the low elbow center press again. Follow my repetitions. Try to do your best to get 8 to 12 repetitions. If you can't quite meet that level, lighten up your weight a little bit because we want to get at least that many. But the key is always failure. You want to be working to failure. If you want results working out at home or even in the gym, you have to push yourself and get to a failure point to where you find muscle fatigue before joints give out. Find the right level that doesn't hurt anything, but you've got to push yourself and get to failure. That's the only way that the body has to react and change. If you continually work out in the same rep ranges every single day, never increasing weight, never increasing volume, you're never going to see the changes. So here, working at home with the fusion cables, you're able to add a lot of resistance, and that's what you're going to want. You want to add a lot of resistance and find failure points and continue to match our rep ranges so that you're doing the same types of loads that we are. Enjoy this portion of the superset, turn up your music a little bit, and I'll come back and join you for the last piece here. The last set is going to be a very easy setup. You're going to be doing one simple exercise with your medium level resistance band. We're going to be doing that cross punch again that we did in our second set, so you already know how the setup will go, but the key is that you're thinking rep range coming up. When we get started, I want you to get in a nice rep range where you're getting a 30 to 40 seconds. More often than not, your body's going to fail around the 18-20 second mark. No matter what exercise you're doing, your body wants to stop. So we're going to get through that a little bit here with a little bit lighter resistance in this strong cross punch position, and we're going to push the pace and really get moving quickly. The more repetitions, the better in that amount of time, but you're really trying to push it for the 30 or 40 seconds. Make sure that if you're too far off the wall, we want to work out in a nice safe range with our mounts. So add a little bit more resistance if you've got the level 1 or level 2 band there and you're not really feeling much. The key is that you're using the right level of resistance. Remember, you're either loading the elbow, or in this scenario, you can straighten it out just a bit like I'm doing here and come across and get in a fly position. That's also going to get some great pull throughout the chest. If you want your chest to grow, the key is getting enough blood to rush to the area on enough days in a row to where that you get some growth. We can get a little periodization, take some days off in between, but the key is throughout the week on average, we've got to break down the muscle groups that you want to grow. So in this specific workout, we got about a 30-minute chest workout here. Do this workout 3 to 4 times a week for a couple weeks, and I promise you, you're going to see a lot of results. You'll get better at picking the right weights. You'll get better at the form, better at stimulating the right muscles. Let's give you one good tip here though. No matter what, whenever you're doing chest exercises, if you can learn to flex the muscle on the descent as you move deeper into the range of motion, every time that you contract and you flex your arms outwards, it's going to automatically flex the right muscle. So start working on your decelerations and getting that mind-body connection, and the contraction is going to take care of itself. We're going to be posting these workouts each and every week, so if you'd like to follow along at home, play some music while I talk in the background, and I'll teach you how to do the workouts the best I can. And I hope that you can get some motivation and get some great results with the Fusion cables. If you need more workouts, head to kbandstraining.com. If you have any questions, of course, contact us. I'll be sure to help you out.